Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about eyebrows. Whether you're a super eyebrow fanatic or you're new to this whole eyebrow game, I'm gonna share some information with you that just may help. You may already know this information, and if you do, great. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there who still just a little bit unsure as far as their eyebrows are concerned. So when I started to get a little bit older, and ladies, if your age is starting to creep up on you, then you're probably noticing this, but your eyebrows will start to get sparse. You'll start to see patches, or maybe they aren't quite as thick, or perhaps you were one of those people that used to over tweeze or over wax. If this is you, no worries. I'm gonna share with you some solutions for your eyebrows that will be a game changer and help bring those eyebrows back to life. So if you're interested in learning more, just keep watching. Okay, first up, maybe you're just at the point where your eyebrows are just starting to thin out a little bit. So you might not have a lot of work to do, but you still have to fill them in, guys, because here's the thing. When you start getting a little bit older, those eyebrows, they start to go if you know what I'm saying. So I'm not saying you have to pencil them in so that they're perfectly stenciled, but what you wanna do is definitely fill them in. Now there's different options you can go as far as filling them in. The first is just working with like a simple eyebrow pencil. It's basically just like a lip pencil or a lip liner or an eyeliner, but it's for your eyebrows. One of my favorites is the Anastasia Brow Definer. What I love about this one is one side has the eyebrow spoolie, which is what you use to brush through your eyebrows. And then the other side actually has the pencil. And it's got a slanted edge so that you're able to sketch the shape of your eyebrow in first. So this is actually one of my favorite eyebrow pencils at the moment. Anastasia Beverly Hills, I feel like she's the queen of eyebrows. I mean, she's got it down. All of her products work really, really well. So when I first started penciling in my eyebrows, I started out with a pencil like this. And I still use this on days when I don't really wanna spend a lot of time sketching them in and I really just wanna fill them in pretty quickly. This is great if you are kind of just being introduced to eyebrows. There's tons of different colors. I actually use the color soft brown and I love it. There's colors that are definitely lighter, but I actually like to go with the soft brown because I do like mine to appear a little bit darker. The last time I went to Sephora, you guys, I found another eyebrow solution by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen. I love this. This is basically like a liquid eyeliner. It's a felt tip. It makes it really user-friendly for sketching in your eyebrow shape first, and then also for filling and drawing in little missing hairs. So I've really been loving this brow pen, and I feel like this is a good entry option also if you're not already used to using brow product. I think this is pretty user-friendly. So I would say if you're just starting out, I would recommend either both of these or one or the other. Now, the brow pen is a lot of times what I'll use to sketch in the shape of my eyebrows and then fill in like missing hairs. But then I always go in with the brow definer and just feather in a bit more, and then I use the spoolie to brush through, because when you brush through, it actually softens the brows so that it doesn't look like you put your eyebrows on with a Sharpie. Now, if your eyebrow game is already strong, then perhaps you wanna shift into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I really like this, you guys. It comes in a pot. The difference with this is that you're going to need to purchase a brush to go along with it. So Anastasia also makes a brush, and then it has the spoolie on the opposite end. Basically what you do is just take a bit of it, and a little goes a long way with the dip brow. Get a little bit on the brush, and then use your hand to feather some of the product off. Because you want to start with less product and build from there. That way you don't overdo it. This is actually what I have on my eyebrows right now. And once you remove some of the product onto your hand and fade some of the product off of the brush, then you're going to start shaping and sketching the eyebrow. So there's some points that you want to keep in mind when you're sketching your eyebrow. First things first, the outer corner of your eyebrow should be in line with the corner of your actual eye. The more you've been doing it, the better you'll get at creating that line, but that's kind of always where I start. I start feathering and creating that first initial line that's in line with the corner of my eye. The next measurement is the corner of your nose. You draw a diagonal line. That is the highest point of your eyebrow. So when you're sketching, you can either freehand it or actually add a dot right there with your light eyeliner pencil so that you know where the highest point needs to go. So if you don't already have that arch in there, then you can create it by knowing these measurements. So the first measurement is in line with the corner of the eye. The second measurement is drawing a line from the outside of the nose right there. And usually, you guys, that sits right above the brow bone right there. The final point is from the outside corner of your nose, and you draw a line to the outside corner of your eye. So you're just drawing a line there. That is where the point of your eyebrow should stop. Can you see that? So it's here, here, here. And that's a really great rule of thumb for understanding how to sketch the shape of your eyebrow in. Now, one thing I love about Anastasia Beverly Hills too is that she takes the guesswork out of the sketching, because at Sephora, you can also buy the stencil kit. And it comes with a few different stencils for different eyebrow shapes. So you can actually use the stencil, place it over your eyebrow, and sketch in the shape with the stencil. And then all you have to do is fill in the eyebrow from there. After you've created the sketch and you've sketched in the shape, then you want to fill it all in. So you just take light strokes, and when you're creating the strokes in the area around the corner of the eyebrow, you just take the brush and stroke it up. And that'll kind of create the upward strokes of the hairs. So it kind of creates a visual that you're actually filling in hairs. And then when you come over to the rest of the eyebrow, you will just follow the same process. You'll lightly feather to create that line. Now, if you put too much product on the brush or you don't feather light enough, what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up with eyebrows that look like you took a Sharpie and drew them on. I don't recommend that. Not that I think that there's anything wrong with it, girl. If that's what you do, go for it. I'm not here to criticize, but I definitely think an eyebrow looks more beautiful and more natural if it's created with a lighter hand. Now, this little brush on the end, it's not there for nothing. You wanna go back through and brush through what you've just created. When I'm working on my eyebrows, I'm constantly brushing through what I've just feathered in. And what that does, you guys, I promise, it just makes them look softer and more natural. And if you're new to this whole eyebrow thing, then take baby steps. Because what you'll notice, if you're not used to wearing anything on your eyebrows, what you're gonna notice when you first do them is you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, what did I do to my eyebrows? You're gonna feel like you have a unibrow. So start with less and then add more. Finally, you guys, it's never a bad idea to purchase a brow gel. Even if you're not gonna do anything with your eyebrows, a brow gel you should definitely have, because this thing tames and control your eyebrow hairs. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. I love this stuff. It looks just like a mascara, and literally, it defines and controls those eyebrow hairs. So you might be thinking, seriously, Danielle, this is not something I want to be spending 20 minutes doing in the morning before I go to work. I hear you, sister. But the eyebrows, I feel like, are the first thing people notice when they look at you. You gotta do something with them. So ladies, I hope that is helpful. Try these tips that I shared with you today. Let me know how they went in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks, guys.